I've been telling people we need less applicants. That freaks everyone out. What do you mean? We need less applicants because we can't handle the numbers, and that's before the fake profiles show up. There's so many resumes now. So the first big flush of that was when electronic resumes became a thing. People used to have to handwrite it, stamp it, have your mom put the address on it.
No kidding.
Go
Like
in, walk into a personnel, shake a hand to get a job. And
yes.
And then email came along, and all of a sudden we were flooded with resumes. And so companies had to build literally talent acquisition, because what do? If 300 people apply, we have to say something because they get mad if they don't get a reply. Well, fast forward to now, the problem is generative AI, all these tools, people are walking out and applying to hundreds of jobs in a few minutes. Or in the case of the job boards, they just hit easy apply. And there's just not enough of us. We had 27% of TA was laid off. We don't have time to go through all of those at every moment. And like, well, everybody deserves a response. Like, you guys are going to overwhelm us. What are we supposed to do? And the dirty secret of that is if you post on a lot of these boards, they don't read the job descriptions. They don't plan through the progress. So we've got to go back and basically, I've been telling people we need less applicants. That freaks everyone out. What do you mean? We need less applicants because we can't handle the numbers. And that's before the fake profiles show up, because that's the issue.
So you're saying that there are applicants that are not reading the job descriptions
Almost all
that
of
they're
them.
applying for?
I would bet that less than 1% of people applying for jobs actually read it or know what it says, because they're generic. They're boring. They don't actually tell you what it is. I mean, the job descriptions don't work like that. And if you write a really good one, people get even madder, because if what do they say? Oh, I'm perfect for this job. What makes you think that you know what the job really is? How many times have you started a job and it's totally different? Almost every time.
Right.
But
I
there's
have
no fix
never
for that.
applied for a job and not read the description. I'm
That
trying to
means
figure
that
out what
you're-
I'm walking into.
You got to get in a time machine and go back to 1980 so that you can write a cover letter and get there. Because people try. Like,
So
we've
what
got
is the most efficient way
Oh,
to
Jesus.
apply?
This one's definitely from you.
Well, the most efficient way depends. What are you finding someone in person? Are you going to a job board? Are you using LinkedIn? Are you using the career site? That's the problem. Is there are a dozen different ways
Right.
from that. And if you go online now, we have all these career coaches that were former recruiters that got laid off, and now they're giving terrible advice to people. Connect with the manager, send them the note, because the managers love that. Now our inboxes are flooded. No one has a chance to read it anymore. So the correct thing is know what it is you're trying to do, trying to figure out what is the job really. This could be the whole show, is teaching people how to do that.
I mean, honestly, people need it.
Yeah.
We're all kind of struggling with the same thing, but I really do depend on building relationships with individuals and then going in with the paperwork, if that makes sense. But
there's-
nurturing and building these relationships are
There's
so
laws
important.
that prevent us from doing that. I mean,
Like
that was the
what?
whole point of the compliance laws, is to prevent that, because then it was very easy to hire your friend, your neighbor.
Well,
someone
yeah.
who looks like you, someone who's not a woman, who's not a man, who's not an ethnic.
But there's
minority
so
of some
many
kind.
ways to connect with people now. You have social media, you have LinkedIn, and you're building these
But
relationships
they're
online.
overwhelmed. You're quickly overwhelmed.
Hey, thanks for watching The Merge. We've got a ton more stuff for you to watch on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, everywhere. Check us out.